So today is the 31st and tonight midnight is New Year's 2019, and here in Japan it is tradition that we do what's called osoji, which is the big cleanup at the end of the year coming into the new year. It's really bad luck, and you want to get all the bad omens and demons out of your house kind of thing. It has a lot to do as well with a lot of the akiome kind of like Happy New Year stuff. So see here how my neighbors have this kind of like shrine looking tree thing on the front gate. It's to do with that as well, to let like good spirits and things like that in. May's up there cleaning right now. She's actually cleaning like dirt and a little bit of mold and stuff out of like all the tiny little like window seals and stuff like that. You have to like go through and do everything. I married a Japanese girl, so that means I got to help her do all the cleaning as well. But anyways, I've done my part, which means I get to fix some more of the 33.4. So today my goal is to completely finish with the rear bar, get the rear pods back on, because it kind of looks like it's missing something here. Obviously it is. We're going to finish fiberglassing all of this up because I just did a temporary patch job before. We're going to get everything looking mint, and we're going to do a bunch of other cool stuff. We'll also clean the car, do some osoji on the car as well, and get that all cleaned up because it's a bit dirty in there. And yeah, let's go to the hardware store and get some stuff. Wouldn't be a normal day with the Nissan without needing a zip tie. This has come off again and rattles. If you're wondering why I have a different fan there that's not bolted in, it's because whenever the person did the 34 front conversion and they put this strut brace in, it's a little bit too low. So it's actually meant to be a much higher, and they kind of stuffed up. So then they just cut this short and zip tied it. So we're gonna fix all that previously, but it means every now and then I have to replace this zip tie that breaks and holds this fan in place at the top. So I'm going to quickly do that. Zip ties really are the world's best invention. A bit difficult doing one-handed, but you get the gist of it. And now we're all good for like another 3 months until I need to replace it again. I can't wait till I can pull this whole front end off and redo it properly in the body shop at SDF. It's going to be great. Fix everything up. Okay, so I'm back from the hardware store. The main reason why I went there was to get some things for May to keep cleaning, and for me to get some more double-sided tape for the top of the pods that helps seal it to the body. Which we'll reinstall and everything once we refit the bumper after it's finished being repaired. So all I need to do is take out these two bolts here, and then one bolt here at the moment, and I've also got some other pieces of timber and stuff to like fit in there better and hit with a hammer to kind of level that side out. So I'm going to get in there and do that now. Once we've done that, take the bar off, start fiberglassing, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the rear bar, and this is my patchwork that we did to stop this piece from flapping in the wind and whatnot last time. And as you can see, we've got a lot of work to do here to kind of like clean all this up. But the main thing is we're going to reconnect and reform all of this, and what I use is this alloy ducting tape. It's a bit expensive, and it's really strong, and you use that to kind of in place of where fiberglass should be, and you use that to kind of like mold it and everything so that it holds as you put the fiberglass on top of it from the inside, and it just keeps its shape there nicely. And things like this big gap here, I'll put a big piece of that alloy tape over the top of that, and then I can fiberglass on here and it'll fill in that hole really nicely. So yeah, if you guys are ever, wanting to fill up cracks and hold it all together while you're fiberglassing it back and waiting for it to dry, really recommend this alloy tape to kind of do that. You can all obviously see this thing's been repaired way like before, but yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get back into it, smash this out, put you guys on the time lapse, and then when it's all drying, I'll show you my work, and then we'll move on to some other stuff to do today. Okay, so I've finished fiberglassing up the bar. I've got it sitting here just kind of like setting and drying. I'll finish this up tomorrow with bolting it onto the car and cleaning it up. But for now, the sun is unfortunately setting, which really sucks. Winter here in Japan gets dark really quick. It's only like 3:30 right now. But what I want to do is, remember that wheel cleaner that Oka-chan showed me, and we cleaned up my Wed Sports and how great they turned out? Well, I think I found it on Amazon here in Japan. Oh, my car looks funny with no rear bumper. And if you can tell, there is a bunch of brake dust on these rear wheels. So I want to give this cleaner a shot on the Advan RGDs, see how they turn out. Because if they turn out anything like how clean these ones turned out, I'll be really happy. So let's try it out. Okay, so this is the cleaner I got here. It's made by Pitwork. Pitwork is pretty much like Ryco in Australia. They just make like oil filters and a bunch of car products that aren't as expensive as like Nissan OEM and things like that. I'm gonna spray this on the whole wheel. Oh wow, you can already see it kind of like turning purple and black. Look at that, gross. All right, so we're gonna use this to kind of like get the cleaner everywhere. It's a nice little brush. Geez, wow, yeah, it's turning like purple on everything. Same as that cleaner that Oka-chan had, how it turns black and purple like this. This is cool. Oka-chan told me that I just need to like kind of scrub it on the whole wheel, then let it kind of like sit on there for like 5 minutes. All right, so I've kind of got that over the entire wheel. We're gonna let that sit for a bit and then come back in a few minutes and then rinse it all off and see how clean it is. Okay, so it's been a few minutes now and I'm just gonna try and rinse it off with the hose. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous, it's so shiny. These weren't even this clean when I got them from Oka-chan. What the hell? And then I guess you just kind of like, there's a few places where it's still kind of built up. So you just kind of go over it with the brush and it comes right off. What the flip? That's ridiculous. That's the difference between like night and day. Oh my gosh. What the hell? I can't believe that. Look how clean that is. I want to take the whole wheel off now. Clean all inside it. I can't get over that. It's so clean. Like, you know, there's a few places here that I missed with the brush, obviously. But like, I can just get in there and scrub at it and it comes right off now. That is some voodoo magic stuff right there. I can't get over how clean this wheel's turned out. Oh my gosh. Where has this wheel cleaner been all my life? Okay, I'm gonna spend like the next like hour just cleaning my wheels now. Cause that is so worth it. Like, look how clean that looks compared to that. Look at that. That's gross. Okay, I'm gonna move my car so I can get a good comparison shot and just show you guys, but that is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Just this Pitwork stuff. Like, it's just iron powder remover. So it's like for getting rid of brake dust essentially. And like, look at it all on the ground now. You can just see it in the puddles there, the black purpley stuff. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna move my car out so I can get a really good comparison. But that is ridiculous. Look how clean that came out. Okay, so I got May outside. She's in her cleaning gear. So see, babe, this wheel here, right? And this is the color that they came in, right? And like, see how like I'm rubbing with my hand here? That's like the color of the gold, right? You think that's the color of the wheel?
Not now.
Yeah. Okay. Now come have a look at this wheel. Isn't that ridiculous? To sure? It's a special cleaner designed for like removing the iron powder from brakes and stuff, and the stuff that's like on the road and gets on there. Yeah. So it's kind of acidic, I think, and it just strips it all out. Isn't it amazing? It's a completely different color gold.
Sam?
What?
Nissan makes it.
Oh yeah, Nissan is Pitwork.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like their third-party brand that makes like their oil filters and stuff, the cheaper oil filters. Okay, so it is now the next day and I've been tackling getting off the double-sided tape from the previous owner on these rear pods. And as you can see, if I scratch at them with like my nails and stuff, it's really hard to get these pieces off. Now, this actually previously had all of this on here over the top of this older stuff. So what I'm doing now is just pretty much hitting it with the heat gun, and you heat it up, not too hot that it's gonna like, you know, start burning or damaging the fiberglass, but enough so that's really soft. And then if you've got thick skin on your thumb, you can roll it off and it just kind of comes off and leaves a little bit of the sticky residue there. And then you can just hit that with some CRC and a rag and that'll come right off. Or like WD-40 will also get that off. So you just spray a bit there and then hit it with a rag and it'll come off, or like a little Scotch-Brite. So what I'm going to do now is just pretty much use the hot air gun to heat it up and roll it off. If you don't have thick skin on your thumbs and you can't deal with a bit of heat, then what I recommend you do is just use some gloves that are heat proof. Otherwise, maybe use something like a little scraper. You can use like these things kind of come in your heat gun pack. They're not really designed for scraping, but you can use that to kind of scrape at them. Otherwise, just use like a Stanley knife or like a razor blade scraper. But you definitely need heat because it softens up the foam and the glue, and that what is pretty much what enables you to be able to get that off. So I'm going to finish tackling the rest of this, get this all cleaned up, and then we'll go and tackle the car as well and get it all off the car and off the body and the paintwork there, and then we'll put these on with the rear bar. Okay, so this is where we're at now. I've just re-drilled the holes where the fiberglass filled in the holes while I was repairing all the cracks and everything. I've cleaned off all of the like residue and as much as I can of the double-sided tape. Unfortunately, you can probably see this. There's a color difference between here and here, and there's even some paint. There was even some paint on the top of the double-sided tape that was initially there. The guy who, either the previous owner or the person that bought this in a car yard, got this thing resprayed really cheaply. In fact, this top kind of like carbon fiber vinyl thing, they resprayed along the edges. They didn't actually put this on after they resprayed it. So super dodgy respray was done on this. Really cheap anyways. So yeah, there's two different types of red on this car, which is kind of frustrating and annoying. And I mean, I'm changing the whole paint and everything on this car anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's just, man, like how cheap of a paint job did this guy get? Like you can see here, where there's actually a chip missing, and you can see the original paint under it, and it's just completely different, like zenzen chigao, as we say in Japanese, which means like completely not what it was supposed to be, pretty much. Anyway, so I'm gonna line these bad boys up. So how this works is it pretty much goes on here like this. I'm gonna try and get that really nice and tight on there with the correct double-sided tape. I'm gonna connect it into the bumper right there. Hopefully it'll be on there a lot tighter than what it previously was. So what I'll do is I'll sit you guys back and put you on a time lapse. We'll get everything bolted on and hopefully it looks okay. I mean, I'm not too fussed because like I said, like this is just temporary. The rear bar is going to be changing, the pods will be changing, all of this is getting refixed, all the paint's getting stripped off it, and it's going to go to a completely different color. So I'm not too worried. But it would be nice to kind of get it looking less boro, as we say in Japanese. Boro just kind of means like dodgy. Alright, so got everything back together. As you can see, everything like the pod and everything's all attached here. I zip tied up all in here as well, so that, you know, that's all held onto the guard there and also connected into the bumper here, as well as the double-sided tape, so the pods aren't going to go anywhere. Obviously things do not look super clean and nice here. I don't mind it though. I kind of like the bottle style. I also really like Adam's mark there. I should have got him to sign that, damn it. Actually, a whole bunch of people have been saying that looks like the Rolling Stones logo, so it's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, so this side, I'll show you this side, how it's meant to look. Look how nice that looks, all lined up perfectly, lines all match. But yeah, these things happen. Every bit of damage on my car kind of tells a story and how much I've progressed and learned over the years, especially like on the front here. Do you guys remember at Tsukuba 1000 when I completely tore my front bar in two? That was ridiculous that day. That was fun. And we just did this dodgy fiberglass repair, put it back together. But you know, like the whole thing's going to change anyway. Like I said, the paintwork's going to all get changed, all the bodywork's going to get done. I don't even know, man, what I'm doing, because every day I think about changing this back to a 33 front end instead of the 34, because it just seems like money wise and just how I'm a perfectionist with body lines and making sure things line up and don't have gapes everywhere like this does, I might just switch back to a 33 front end, which means I have to pull out the radiator support and put a 33 one back in. I don't know. I'm a mess. Tell me in the comment section what you guys want to see. Anyways, today here in Japan, because it's the 1st of January, yesterday you're supposed to do your big cleanup, right? And then today you're not supposed to do any work or any cleaning, otherwise that's bad luck, because today's the day when like all the good spirits are supposed to come in and all that stuff, so you don't want to shoo them out by cleaning. I don't believe in that superstitious stuff, and I'm a foreigner, so here I am working on my car. I want to get this fixed and done. But yeah, anyways, let's pack up and then we'll head inside. Today was awesome because we got the rear bar and those pods back on, and the whole rear of the car just it looks way better than it did before. I mean, bear in mind, obviously that corner still looks really nasty, but it's okay. Like I said, I like the boro look, which is just kind of like a little bit beaten up, but still function. Like I've said many times before, is I am a function over form kind of guy. I definitely prefer a car that handles and feels great and does what it's supposed to over something that looks amazing but doesn't do any of those other things. So anyways, yeah, I'm okay with that. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. This vlog was probably a little bit all over the place because I really don't know what I'm doing with myself with all this time off and not having a routine and just lazing around at home, New Year's, family. We're about to go to like a crab party, which is a very typical thing for New Year's here in Japan. You eat a lot of crab. I think that's another thing for other Asian countries. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, thanks heaps for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will catch you all in the next video. There's a whole bunch of awesome fire content happening at the start of this year, so make sure you keep an eye out for it. Share the channel with all your friends. Let's get some more people in here. My goal for 2019 is 100% to reach 100,000 subscribers, and I know I can do it because of a few things I have in the plan and motion for next year. We're going to be doing a trip to Orlando in Florida, which you can probably gather what's going to be happening there. But anyways, enough chit chat. Let's just end the video. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out all the social media down in the description, and I'll catch you in the next video. Mata ne.